Hey guys, welcome to this video. It's me, Lily, and welcome to my first reading video thing of 2024. I'm really excited to do a little book review and things with you guys. So let's get into this. Book for January is Johnny Got His Gun by Dalton Trumbo. This book my mom read when she was around my age, and she wants me to read it. So yeah, she said it stuck with her, so I'm thinking that it's a good book for me to read. And I'm not opposed to reading it. So that is what I'm going to do for January. This book, when was it written? I have no clue when this book was written, but she's been loved. It's been loved quite a bit. The back of the book says, "This was no ordinary war. This was a war to make the world safe for democracy. And if democracy was made safe, then nothing else mattered. Not the millions of dead bodies, nor the thousands of ruined lives. This is no ordinary novel. This is a novel that never takes the easy way out. It is shocking, violent, terrifying, horrible, uncompromising, brutal, remorseless, and gruesome. But so is war. Johnny got his gun." So that's what this book is about. So yeah. Let's see how I'm going to like it. It's time to start reading it. And let's see how this goes. Hey guys, don't mind me, but because I just took a shower, but it is currently January 10th, and I am only 60 pages into the book. So I'm gonna read because I don't feel good today. So I decided I'm just going to read and give you guys an update on how the reading's going. Because it's going pretty slow, actually. I think the reason for that, though, is this book has been a little confusing at some parts, which I will talk about for my, analysis. This book has 243 pages, so I still got, that much to go. My goal is tonight to hopefully get to at least 100 pages. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. It is currently January 11th. And I don't mind the mess behind me. I decided this is already a DNF. Did not finish. I cannot finish this book. It's not because it's bad. It's not bad at all. It's just not my cup of tea. I also already grasped the point that it's trying to show. So I already understand it, and I don't feel the need to finish it, because it physically hurts to finish it. I'll give you guys a little kind of thing on why I'm not going to finish the book. So I'm going to share that with you. It does contain spoilers. I don't think anybody's going to read this book. I'm also pretty sure it's probably banned in some places. So that being said, let's get into why I won't finish this book. Basically, you follow the main character, and you're in his mind, basically, and his main character's name's Johnny, which is, Johnny got his gun. But people call him Joe. He gets drafted, and he loses his hearing, his sight, his nose, actually I think he doesn't just lose his sight, he loses his eyes, but his nose, his mouth, his arms, his legs. So he is alive, but he's like a ball of nothing. And it's not like, and like, he doesn't want to live, but he can't do anything about that because he can't talk to, like, he couldn't tell the doctors or any, like, to just like kill him, and he can't do anything because he doesn't have any arms or legs. So basically you're just following a miserable person who is alive, but he's just existing. Like, he's barely even existing, honestly. So he's limbless and everything, and like, it's just hard to, it's just like not a fun thing to read, and it's really not like gruesome. Like, I could sit and like finish this book. I just don't want to. I rather read something else that is more fitting to me. Like, it's not a bad book, it's a great book, it's just, it's not for me. And I rather read something else that I've been wanting to read than read something that is not for me. I will read it later on in life, but just not now. And I feel like because I grasp what it's saying and what it means, like what he's trying to tell us, because it's an anti-war novel, and I understand that what they're saying is like, once you go to war, like, you may be living, but it'll be hard to live like your life after war. Like, I understand that it's trying to say, like, because everything you go through in a war, like, it's hard to just live after that. I understand that's what it's trying to portray. It may be trying to portray something different, but that is what I grasp from it, and that's what I'm going to grasp from it, and I'm not reading it anymore. So I can't do it. So instead, we're gonna say goodbye to this book for now. I will finish it later on in life, just not now. But I am now going to read Hunger Games. The Hunger Games. I am so excited. I have been wanting to read The Hunger Games since I watched the movies. I binge watched all of the movies. I wouldn't say binge watched, but I did watch all of the movies. And yeah, so like, this is technically gonna be like one of my January reads, but I'm probably going to like finish it beginning of February. But I'm still gonna include it. Even if like I didn't just read another book, which isn't really possible, but even if I didn't read another book, I would still be on track for my goal, because I finished Counting the Cost literally like the 3rd of January. So I've already read one of my books for 2024 out of my 12 books. So like, I'm okay if I'm off schedule. But I'm gonna start to read this, The Hunger Games. If you don't know what this is about, basically, North America is now Panem, the nation Panem, and it has a capital, a beautiful capital, and then it has 12 districts. And basically, a long time ago in the books, there was like a war or a revolt from the districts to the capital, and because the districts were poor or something, basically there was a revolt from the districts to the capital, and because of the revolt, the capital now has the annual Hunger Games every year, where they take a kid from either 12 to 18, randomly draw, and if they get picked, they go to the Hunger Games, and basically it's like fight to the death, last man standing. And that's how the capital is punishing the districts, by killing off their people, their children. So yeah, so I'm gonna read Hunger Games, and I'm excited. I've been wanting to read this since November. So yeah, I'm gonna start reading this because I'm so excited, and yeah. Let's get started with my new January read that I might not finish in January, but like I'm not pushing myself to. So yeah. Guys, I'm on my road trip, and do you have to make fun of me?
I'm not making fun of you.
You're making fun of me.
I'm not. I just didn't want to interrupt you, but I want to put my stuff back. That's all. Go ahead, do your thing. I'll leave you to it.
You're making fun of me. She's making fun of me. Anyway, I'm going to be reading Hunger Games. I am currently on page 148, and I am, like, they're literally, like, starting the games right now, is where I left off. So I'm going to be reading this. We'll see how far I get. My goal is to at least get to page 200. So I feel like that's fairly doable. I only have like 50 something pages left until then, and again, it's a 3-hour car ride, so I think I'll be pretty fine. Although it's kind of gloomy out, so hopefully I can get the reading done before like it's dark out. But yeah, that's my little update for you guys on that. And yeah, I was gonna try and film me reading the book a bit, but I don't know how doable that is, so we'll see how that works. But yeah, I'll give you guys updates. Okay guys, so it's technically my end of the month for my reading challenge thing. So I'm gonna give you an update on what I did this last month reading wise. So I started off the month strong by finishing Counting the Cost 2 days into the new year. And then I started to read Johnny Got His Gun, but that ended up being a DNF because I just couldn't get into it, and I couldn't force myself to read that book. And I began reading the Hunger Games. When I went on my weekend trip, I read a good amount in the car, and I got to page 173, I got to page 173, and there's 374 pages, so yeah, I almost have like exactly like 200 pages left. But yeah, so I won't finish this book on this month's video, but that's okay, because I knew I wouldn't because of how late I started it in the month. So yeah, so this will be my first read for February. I bet you can guess what my main read is supposed to be for February. So yeah, so that is my update. That's it for this video, my first month of trying to read 12 books this year. Luckily, I'm not too worried about being behind because I already finished Counting the Cost, so I already have a book for January, so I'm not like behind or anything. Yeah. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.